Greetings, Internet. Welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This will be turn 7, or the 20th of September AM turn of my playthrough of Airbridge to Victory by GMT Games, which is representing the Operation Market Garden campaign on the 80th anniversary of such events. So we've done 6 turns so far. The Allies are approaching Grave, the 30th Corps. The Germans haven't really started attacking the bridgehead at Arnhem. The weather's been good, too good, because of the Allied air support. Let's see what happens now, shall we? Let's go down to the map. But remember, housekeeping, like, subscribe, and any comments appreciated. That's cool. Okay, so without any preamble, let's go straight into the sequence. We have the strategic interface, which occurs only in the AM turns, and this is the 20th AM turn. So we have initiative determination. The Allies had it on the 19th. Who's got it on the 20th? Remember, low is good. Okay, it is the Germans who have initiatives. The initiative flip-flops. Okay, so let's put that on the top there. The Axis turn first, and next, so what we're going to do is the weather determination. Roll for weather 1 to 7. It's clear. It's still clear. And then move fatigue markers. I don't think there's that many. Oh, these should have gone. Delete those. Yeah, there's one fatigue marker here. That's now gone. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to do the housekeeping now, which will be the removing first fires and determining supply. Okay, so we've got some German reinforcements up here, 2 units, and we got some down here, and I'm bringing them anywhere between here and here. So I'm going to take advantage of the Germans getting 2 double moves and see if we can start hurting some of these paratroopers. And I've noticed there are some more troops to come on down here, so maybe the paratroopers need to reinforce a little bit around that area. Anyway, so there's only really one hex that's out of supply, and that's that one there. So that's it. And this one here, who's holding the bridge there, but not really able to do much more. Right, so it's a German movement phase, and they're going to begin. We've got the engineer and a unit on the other side of that bridge. They're going to try and blow that bridge. They need a 1, 2, or a 3. Nope. Okay, you can't find. So I've got to mark that unit moved. That's all they can do. Mark moved, and we'll have him do it on that one. Mark move. There we go. Right. So German movement phase. So I can't see us attacking anywhere. What is nice, though, it gives us a chance to get this artillery out. Getting 2 goes in a row. Not going to move very far, is it? But phew, it's a little bit further than it was. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, is that now worth defending? I think so. Move forward, defend it, and give it some tanks. Okay. Have we got any more? He's got no armored support. Have we got any more units of armor? That's a big tank there, isn't it? But that's holding the road. That's the most important hex. Okay. Right. So some more infantry. Yeah, we'll shuffle these down. 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. That is been stacking, isn't it? Give him an anti-tank gun. Lots of infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know, 4. That's 3 to go into there. You have to go in the mech phase. Okay, still quite happy with that. Right, that's armor there. Or assault guns. Give it some actually give some decent infantry. It's the front line. Now, how's we got to break this? Okay, that guy was on the road. He's now going to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, stay with the artillery. Guard the artillery, just in case the Allies get through, and then you can do a mech overrun. We don't really want to lose all that guns, do we? Not straight off. Okay. That garrison's fine there. That's fine. Boom, 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 boom. Everyone else is there. Is okay. Right. See, attacking was using the sequence. First turn. I look at air points. It's still 25 to 5. Attacking with the Germans with that kind of air superiority is tricky. Did we bring those on? No, we didn't even bring. Let's bring these on first while I'm thinking about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put that gun on the top. He's first class as first fight because he's moved, but we've got quite a few artillery now around this area. That's going to be a grind fest, isn't it? Right, okay. So, we can come in on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if it does anything. Okay, now this is the big one. Zone control. That's all artillery. So I'll just track checking. So that'll be 3 to go down there. 4, 5. Okay, let's attack elsewhere. Some tanks. That's 3 into the woods. 4 for clear. I better double check. Is clear 1 for tanks? Probably. Should be. It is. Mixed is 2. So it's 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can't go anywhere else. Give him a big infantry unit as well. 3, 4, 5. Okay, zone of control, zone of control. He can go there. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. No. How about him? Yeah, he can go there. Give him some take support. He's got the anti-tank gun. Okay. Do we need to move any of this artillery up? That's got a range of 3. No, we want to cancel the bombardment into here. I can't see any it's got a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, so that can fire over there. Okay, so the artillery doesn't need to move. Yeah, they didn't get any new units over here. That attack was extremely lucky last time. So we're not going to continue. That's going to fall back to there. That's going to fall back to there. Unless there's significant reinforcements in this area. I can't see. That's 2, 4. Okay. So I think that's the German movement there. Do they want to move anything here? This guy. No. 1, If I think doing this wrong, mixed. Mixed is one. Defense rate is two. I was thinking I haven't done mixed incorrect for motorized, have I? So it's 1, 2, 3, 6. I move this guy into support over here. He definitely lowers the quality, but gives him a bit of cannon fodder, doesn't it? So everything else seems fine. Right, okay. Yeah, the Germans aren't attacking in this this area. No need to. They've got to hold the line. Moving over to here, yes, there is going to be an attack. So we're going to declare it. Now, should be assault. I think let me just flip him. Yeah, that's one. There's only 2 steps of units there. The Allies can pump a lot of air power, though. Good question. Maneuver or assault? They can put in. You know what? I'm going to have the German as assault there. Occupy the terrain. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put a green to it on it, and those are going to assault in there. Okay. Artillery, though. There'll be 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. The 8 wants to fire 16 with the other battery there. We'll save the 8 for the assault. So 16 firing on the town. The columns are 18 to 24, so the Germans will put 2 of their scant resources to make that an 18. So that's leaves 3. Yeah, so that's 18 to 24 column. They need a 3 or less because of the town defense. It's not great, is it? Wait a minute. So if we put that 8 in and not the air, so 16 plus 8 is 24, and then 1 air is 25. Okay, let's do that. We've got to start attriting these guys down. So at least 4 air, only 1 was actually required. Okay, so they now need a 5 or less to actually affect anything in that hex. They do get the 5. Okay, so last time it was a little 1 step on that gun. Let's take a 1 step on this one. It's attriting the hex, but that's all they can really do. Once those anti-tank guns go, boom, start hitting the infantry. Okay, so the one combat they've got, which is this one here, is an assault. So who is moving in is definitely those 2. Okay, yeah, and out of the way. Okay, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I don't see it. Doesn't say I can't, but I just don't agree that anti-tank guns can go into an assault. So we'll just put that one in there. 3, 6, 7, 8 going in. Right. Okay, so we have defensive bombardment. Now, these guns are out of range, and these guns are out of range. However, the air is not. So don't want to really lose anything there. But we want a lot of air for our own attack, for the Allies' own attack. So let's put in, we've got 25. Yeah, this is the cutting point. What is more important? Preserving that unit or assisting in the attack on that starting to look formidable defense line. There's a lot of ground artillery over, again, around the Grave area, but we commit 13. All right, let's do it. Commit 13. That leaves 12 air left. Okay, remember, low is good. 5. 13 is 2. The defense of this terrain is classed as 2 when it's being attacked by, well, defensive bombardment. So we will flip that unit there. Okay. Then it's straight combat. So defender fires first. So they got 4. It is infantry and armor versus infantry and anti-tank. So there's no modifier there. Attacking, so this is the defender. No one's fatigued. So there's no other benefits for the defender. So straight roll for the defender, and as I say, they are defending with a defense of 4. Low is good. 4 with a 4. 1 step. Okay. All right. Okay. So now the Germans are attacking. They have got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on the attack. Modifiers. Attacking a woods hex. It is. So that's +2. That's it. +2. There was 6, 7, 8. That's no effect. Maybe the assault wasn't a good idea. Okay, so continuation. The Paras, they want to continue. The Germans, they don't. So another defense roll of 4 on 4, only from the Paras. Roll 5. How much have they got? They've got 4. With a 5, it's just a miss. Okay, the Germans fall back. Okay, maybe assault, but they took a lot of losses there for no gain. What's the lesson from that one, ladies and gentlemen? Maneuver combat probably is the way to go. Yeah. All right. That's the only German attack. Oh, is it? No, we're going to do this one, won't we, as well? No air. The Allies are going to keep their air dry. So this will be a maneuver combat. So it's 5, 10, 15 to 7, 2 to 1. Quality. It's going to be down 1, so it's 3 to 2. Not great. Okay. Allies aren't going to put the artillery into it. Germans, no. 3 to 2. No one's fatigued. Attack from 3 hexes is a -1. No one's unsupplied. So 3 to 2 with a -1. The 3. That becomes D1, F1. Well, terrain defense is 2, so it's not enough to flip, but because they have to retreat, they can just flip that because of the retreat, and F1, they become fatigued. T marker. Okay. Botanized for mech phase. Not too much of that. We want to get him into there. That's it on that side. We're happy with what's going on there. Here, if it's adjacent, can't move. So, yeah, well, that was quick, wasn't it? Yeah, nothing going on that right. Okay, so over to the Allied turn. Okay, so first of all, supply determination. I don't think there's anything that's changed significantly. No, just remove the move markers. No, everything appears to be supplied. Okay. Let's play. Right, is there any Allied units coming in? As considering the weather is still clear, we are 20th. No, next Allied is 21st. Okay. Hmm. Um, movement pace. Okay, let's have a look at this airborne. But this guy encroaching, he's not really going to threaten much. But this is looking now a little bit. Yeah, they got lucky. We can change from zone of control to zone of control. He's going to move there. He's going to move there. That modify that one. Yeah, oh, blimey. Yeah, assets are getting a bit thin. I think we need the anti-tank guns more down this side of the board. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He could move 2, 3. He's not going to mount attack. Let's not leave the artillery on its own though. Okay. All right. So I think that's what's happening there. With the right zone of control, he can move to there. Um, we've got to stop the Germans getting to the DZ. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he can get to there. Okay, do we need to bring any more troops? No, I think we've got enough troops to do what we're going to do. All right, we might do some bombardment around here now. All right, so what's happening up here? 101 and done. Okay, well, obviously we've got to clear the road. So that's going to be the main emphasis of attack. Okay, so let's get 1, 2 to there. We've seen assault combat doesn't really work. Well, it does work, doesn't it? But I mean, what's the defense here? It's not fantastic. It's 8. So let's get some infantry there. That's 6 stacking. Give it some anti-tank gun support. Okay. So that's maximum stacked. All right, some more infantry into that hex with some more tanks. Yeah, that's 6. Are there any more anti-tank? They don't. Well, they do. Right. Okay, so that's maximum there. We don't want to commit the engineers. We've seen what happens when that happens. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give it some anti-tank gun support. See, that's a lot, because that hex could be attacked by 3 hex sides. That's obviously a bit stronger. We can't get in there. What's this one got? Hasn't got any armor. But we don't have any more infantry. No, we don't. Okay, not exactly here we don't. Tanks against purely infantry in the woods. Attack of armor alone against infantry only is a -1. Okay, well, let's throw some tanks in then. It's 6. 1, 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can actually bring that up. Sorry, my bad. 1, 2, 5, 6. I'm not attacking with the engineer. Right, okay, so this artillery doesn't get marked with first fire. Whereas these, when they move up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, they've got to move up, so they move to there. They do. Okay, now, can the airborne give any assistance to that? They've got to be within 10 of that hex there. So can any airborne get supply on the road? So Allied airborne must trace a path not more than 10 traversable hexes free of enemy zones of control to its parent DC. So they can't get supply any further than 10 from there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they can't actively engage here. Right. Okay. But they can still protect. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There you'll be out of supply. But that's not too big a problem. The engineers. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anti-tank assets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just protecting the road. 1, 2, 3. These guys are here to keep the Germans unable to reinforce along there. I mean, they can, but it's not going to really help. I don't think there's any Germans coming down here, so we might be able to strip 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep them protecting what they need to protect. Okay, so I think other than, yeah, even in Nijmegen, we're happy around there. Okay, actual Allied attacks. Let me pause while I mark it up. Okay, so we've actually only got 2 ground attacks, but there are going to be some artillery first. They've still got 12 air, but they're not going to use that at the moment. So this artillery here are going to soften up this hex. Okay, so there is 24 artillery there. So that will now be marked with final fire. We'll chuck 1 air to make it 25. That leaves 11 air remaining. That's 25 artillery bombarding that hex. That is a wood hex, so they need, right, it's in proportions of 3. So the maximum they can take is 1 step. 7 or less. 1. That's a 5. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's a 5. It's great that it's 5. So they can remove 1 step. Okay. Then this 8 here will burst fire. Or is it a bit... Actually, it won't. It will save its shot to help in the attack on that hex there. Or that attack's there. I haven't decided yet. Right, okay. We have got some bombardment here. This bridge is blown, so that's not going to help. And well, he's not a bridge construction engineer, but start weakening some of these German units in and around this area. So we've got total there of 18 artillery. I'll mark that with a first fire. 18. Yeah, it does get into that column. And we're firing on that hex there. 18. Oh, that's good. That's 5. And that's defending a mix that's divided by 2. So there's 2 steps. So flip that one. Oh no, he was already flipped. So he's gone. He got a bye-bye land. And that means he gets flipped. That was the best result you can get on that table. And the Germans are like, whoa, Allied artillery. And they go, whoa. Okay, that wasn't particularly nice. Any artillery shots around here? See, this guy's not doing anything. He's not attacking, so he might as well fire. Well, we can get marked with first fire. So that's 6. So that's an urban hex. That's divided by 4, so that's not much use. Attacking the woods, the 6. I'll need a 1 to cause a hit. That's his sort of best option. So he needs a 1. Yeah, unfortunately, I rolled a 4. So no. And the other gun, nothing's in range. So that's the bombardment. So the actual now assault's going in. Okay. So let's resolve let's do blue first, shall we? Okay. Fix these 3 in and around. So defending, we have 9 Germans. Actually, I'm going to do that part off camera. Okay. So we have 35 to 9 being 3 to 1 in the actual attack. Then the qualities are identical, 5.5 for each side. Okay. Then, so there's no shift, so it's 3 to 1. Okay. Fatigue steps. No one's fatigued. Attack from 3 hexes. Yes, so that's -1. Artillery support. Okay. The Germans have still got 4. The Allies have got 11 air, but we're going to use this one to start with. So attacking artillery, blah, 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 is 8. And taking up to 13 will require 5. So that leaves 6 Allied remaining, and they're throwing 11 air. Sorry, 11 total. Okay. Marine low is good. Sorry, 13 total artillery support. 10 is bugger all. Okay, so for the Germans, I don't think they're too bothered. The main one they want to support is that other attack. So let's mark him as first fired now. So yeah, that's the more important one. So they're not going to commit any air. So there's no artillery. So it's still 3 to 1 with the -1. No one's unsupplied. There's no urban involved. So armor effect. Got the recon is the infantry element. So there's armor. There's no anti-tank assets. It's a -2. So it's 3 to 1 with a -3 net. Okay. Remembering, low is good. 9 take away 3 is 6 at 3 to 1. That's a measly little D1. Okay, D1 means the terrain, so they don't take a step loss. They can stay there and lose one step, but you know what? They have to retreat 2. Yeah, it's retreat 2, not retreat 1. Just double check that. Yeah, retreat 2 hexes. Okay. 1, 2 away from the combat. And there's no advance after combat. So that's where it stops. Right. Okay, this green hex. Okay, let me work out the odds and such forth. Okay, so it's 44-7, so that's 6-1, which is as good as it gets, you know. The efficiency rating is actually 6 on the Allies to 5 on the Germans, so that'd be another column shift, but 6-1 is as high as it goes. Okay, then no one's fatigued. Attack from 3 hexes, no. Artillery support. Okay. The Germans have still got 4 remaining, and they're going to use their 4 here. But they don't just have 4 remaining, do they? They have these guns here. And that's at a range. That one is a 1, 2, 3. I'm sure it's got to be the targeted hex. So that's a good question. I better double check that. It says the attacked must be within the firing unit's range. So that is the case. So the 5 battery isn't, but that 8 battery is. So that will first fire. Okay. So there's 8, that's 12 on the defensive fire from the German point of view. And they've got loads good. A roll of 3 on the 12. That's 3 modifier. So that's +3. Wow. Okay. What have the Allies got? They can't use either of these because they fired this combat phase. They've still got 6 air. So they will use all 6 air. And roll a 7. That's 1. That's the shifts at the present moment. Then it's not an urban, it's just a woods. There's no other modifiers because the there's infantry versus and assault guns cancels out infantry and tanks. So that's it. So it's a net +2 to the roll. So it's 6-1 +2. I'll re-roll that because that was totally under. I couldn't even reach it with my fingers. Right. Right. So that's 2 + 2 is 4. That's D4 F3. Okay. D4 F3. That means they take the D4, divide the 4 by the terrain defense is 3, so they take 1 step loss. So let's flip that. D4 F3. So 2, both of them units become fatigued. And they've got to retreat. 2 hexes. Or take an additional step loss. Now that's a good question, because we do have some more infantry coming up. I think they would prefer to hold that ground. So he's gone. And so therefore is that fatigue marker. Okay, so stick that under the assault gun. Yeah, they hold the ground. All right, so that's the Allied combat phase. Is there any more? The artillery have fired. No, I think that's it. Right, and then it's the mech phase. Okay, so okay. Now they can't. You can only overrun into mixed or open, so they can't overrun that unit there. but we do want to put pressure. And units that start adjacent to an enemy can't move either. But we want to get here to stop the Germans using that lateral road there. So and the beginning of an outflank. Okay, that'll do there. I think we'll move him up there, them to there, protect that flank. Any other mech here? Yeah, there is no mech with the paras, is there? So that's all done. That's the Allied combat phase and mech phase. And that concludes the AM turn. Let's bring that back to me and let's see what we're going to talk about. Okay. Yeah, the Allies are making slow encroachments, grinding the Germans down in front of the defense there of Grave. But the engineers, the German engineers, could still blow that bridge. It's a time game, isn't it? Effectively, the Allies have got to get there as quickly as possible. Still clear weather. The Germans throwing some more artillery into the bridgehead, causing attrition on those few units. Once the anti-tank assets, which are the cheap units, are gone, then it'll start hurting the actual big infantry units. And the German assault, that didn't work, did it? So it looks like manoeuvre for the Germans in and around against the paras across the bridge. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. I still am. So onwards on to the next turn. And yeah, until next time, if you could do the housekeeping, the like, subscribe, and any comments are much appreciated. But until next time, play games, have fun, buy internet.